late, I somehow completely forgot. Yeah, please do forgive me. I was somehow thinking the session was much later. On the concept of self-development in the context of reform and rejuvenation of Islam, as the title of the theme goes. I think so. I'd like perhaps to point out, first reminding myself, in the spirit of what I came, alhamdulillah, I listened to, in the spirit of إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُغَيِّرُ مَا بِقَوْمٍ حَتَّى يُغَيِّرُوا مَا بِأَنفُسِهِمْ. Verily, Allah does not change the state of people until they change that which is within themselves. That which is within themselves. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, as He admonishes us about what brings us happiness in this world and in the hereafter, إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَذِكْرًا لِمَنْ كَانَ لَهُ قَلْبٌ أَوْ أَلْقَى السَّمْعَ وَهُوَ شَهِيدٌ. Verily, in that is a reminder for the one who has a heart. SubhanAllah, don't we all have hearts? Physical hearts we do. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addresses us here, the one who has a heart, a spiritual heart, living, beating with spiritual life, and awareness of the divine, and awareness of what is moral in the context of that divine awareness. لِمَنْ كَانَ لَهُ قَلْبٌ أَوْ أَلْقَى السَّمْعَ وَهُوَ شَهِيدٌ. In other words, I could be a human being, I think perhaps intellectually well-equipped, maybe with an IQ of 3.7 or 3.9, some have 4.0, the ability to solve problems, but I don't have a qalb Q. My qalb Q, my spirit Q, my ruh Q, my aql Q, the aql that holds me from the frivolous passions and desires of the lower self that could be 1.0 or 0.5. Perhaps. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, أَفَلَمْ يَسِيرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ فَتَكُونَ لَهُمْ قُلُوبٌ يَعْقِلُونَ بِهَا أَوْ آذَانٌ يَسْمَعُونَ بِهَا فَإِنَّهَا لَا تَعْمَى الْأَبْصَارُ وَلَكِنْ تَعْمَى الْقُلُوبُ الَّتِي فِي الصُّدُورِ. Don't they walk through earth and travel and learn and observe and, in other words, analyze and synthesize and so on, by having hearts with which they ya'qilun. Aqala in the Arabic language literally means to hold and to restrain. Oftentimes we translate aql as reason and intellect. I don't know whether it is a very correct translation. That's why I mentioned earlier I could have an IQ of 4.0 but an aql Q of 1.0. If I am not restrained in my behavior and in my life from committing that which is low and base and evil and immoral and unjust and unfair, if I'm not restrained from that, then I don't have that aql. That aql. I'qilha wa tawakkal. Remember the concept? I'qilha means tie the camel. The aql is from the same root. قُلُوبٌ يَعْقِلُونَ بِهَا. Hearts with which they perform that function of aql. And sometimes our uqul are so, our qulub, are so overwhelmed and preoccupied by certain things that they defeat our ability to see clear in life and to make the right judgments in life. For example, when you are angry, do you generally make a reasonable judgment? The answer is no. And anger is an emotional state, it's not an intellectual one, is it? Yet it affects our ability to analyze intellectually. certain states of the heart that are away from the proper spiritual sphere will disengage them, that is our hearts, from being able to make the decision that is truly aqlani. And then Allah says, verily, it is not the eyes that go blind, but the hearts in the chest that go blind. And when they go blind, knowledge that we have, data that we have, that's like an input, operated on by the state of our qalb, then our intellect, so to speak, in that state engages the information and the data, and we have an output. So the state of that aql also processes, if you will, information and data that we have, gives it to the intellect, and then there is an outcome. And if my qalb is not in the proper state, as it should be, I shall see truth as falsehood, and falsehood as truth. I shall interpret what is real as unreal in ways that are not intended, like a mirror. Our heart is like a mirror, and a stained mirror reflects the objects inside it, not as they really are, is it? When a mirror is stained or broken and has protrusions or convections and concavities, an image reflects itself in the mirror distorted. The physical image didn't change. The image inside the mirror is seen not the way it is, on account of the object or on account of the mirror. Tell me. The mirror, the object is fine. Objects of knowledge, knowables in matters that are very important to the human being, they are the objects. In the vector space, knowables. Then if my qalb is stained, is not in the proper state, with passions and low desires and ailments of the qulub, then the knowables will be reflected in me, not the way they are, but the way I am. But I make a judgment about them, not about me. Though I have data, I have information, I have inverted comma knowledge, but the state of the qalb determines how that knowledge is truly perceived in the way it is really created by the Divine Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, or I perceive it in the way I am. فإنها لا تعمى القلوب لا تعمى الأبصار ولكن تعمى القلوب التي في الصدور. The eyes of my heart go blind, not necessarily the eyes of my head, but the eyes of my heart. I go blind. The ears of my heart go blind, while my ears do not go deaf, and the ears of my heart go deaf. There is a hadith of dua in which Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam quotes that hadith of Allah ta'ala, Allahumma iftah masami'a qalbi li dhikrik. O Allah, open the hearing channels of my heart. The hearing channels of my heart to your dhikr. And when that hearing channel is deaf, is blocked, I'm not going to hear truth as truth. Rasulullah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and the ayat are abundant in the Quran, through our father, the father of Islam, the father of true, loving surrender and submission to Allah Azza wa Jal, our father Ibrahim alayhi salam, وَلَا تُخْزِنِي يَوْمَ يُبْعَثُونَ يَوْمَ لَا يَنْفَعُ مَالٌ وَلَا بَنُونَ إِلَّا مَنْ أَتَى اللَّهَ بِقَلْبٍ سَلِيمٍ. O Allah, do not cause me despise on that day when nothing will be of any avail to anyone except the one who comes to you, subhanAllah. I come to God, I come to Allah, in this dunya and in akhirah, in this world and in the hereafter, with a heart that is salim, sound, beautiful and safe. A heart not an amount of knowledge necessarily, not with my senses, my qalb, my heart. The change I need to produce in my heart, the rejuvenation we need for our hearts, the reforms we need for our hearts. When that doesn't change, even when we intellectually and academically change, the change produced in our societies, and especially as a Muslim community, might not be, and I would say certainly will not be, the correct and proper change. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam asked, what is Islam? In a hadith that is sahih, related by Ahmad, the Imam Ahmad rahimahullah and others, what is Islam? ما الإسلام؟ فأجاب صلى الله عليه وآله وصحبه وسلم الإسلام أن